Alright, so today I was going with my family up the road and went to pump some gas. And when I went to pump gas, I I put in my card, put in PIN number, all that kind of stuff. And I pumped the gas and I heard the little TV console kind of go to some sort of TV show, like how they put those on the pumps. And I mean, if you come up, if you're like a millennial like I am, or before the time, you know that, there wasn't nothing like that coming up like in the 90s or whatever, like the TVs or whatever you want to call them on the gas pumps. And I know that's not everywhere, but it's some places. This is like a Shell, I think, gas station. And I'm just kind of like, anytime I see that, I'm like, what is the point? What in the world is the point of watching TV and while you're pumping gas? Like, why do we need that? Like, why? And a commercial came on while this TV show was on for the Slim Jim beef jerky or whatever, and then after the commercial was like something to the effect of, make sure you stop inside of the convenience store and buy a Slim Jim today or buy a Slim Jim now or something. And I was like, just amazed. I was like, if you really think about it, like, we are constantly being influenced. We're constantly being influenced. I think the thing is, we don't even really understand half the time. We don't even have the time to understand that we are. And even something that subtle, I kind of briefly in the back of my mind thought about getting a Slim Jim, but I don't eat those. But it just made me think, one, of like how there's such a fight for human attention. There's always, it's like screens and all this stuff. And then not only that, it's like we're constantly getting these, as they call them, impressions to buy this or to pay attention to that or to do this and to do that. And that really kind of brings to my mind something else I've thought about a lot, which is how moldable the human mind is. Now, you can especially see it with kids, but it's very true with adults too. The more you see something, the more, a lot of times, you actually start to believe it. It's unfortunate, but like, if you think about it, it's really true. We just kind of see that all across the board. And of course, this is a health and fitness channel. I could go and talk about other things, but health and fitness is the main thing I talk about. But man, if you are not intentional with what you allow inside of your brain, then you will just be, as the Bible says, thrown this way and that way, blown to and fro. And even that, it's like come in the convenience store and get a Slim Jim, and then next thing you know, you craving a Slim Jim or whatever the commercial is for. And or you're seeing these commercials, and the companies know it. If they show us pictures and give us audio of stuff that, that kind of feeds cravings and whatnot, then we will, those impressions build up and they kind of make an impact, even if we don't realize it. But it's because people understand like how moldable and impressionable the mind is. The thing is, we don't understand it. We don't understand it, so we may kind of blow that stuff off. All the while, we're like staying glued to screens and this and that and all these things that are influencing us. It's the reason why, like, this is just a personal decision. But it's the reason why, like me, with my kids, like, I don't plan on allowing them to get devices until perhaps they're old enough to work, and even then they'll be limited, because it's just so much of a fight for attention, and there's so many things that are molding the minds of people. And we already know that kids are a lot more impressionable, Just think about all the McDonald's commercials we grew up watching, the Burger King and cereals and all these kind of things. All this stuff that people really understand now. They understand how harmful it all is. Just think about all that stuff. And we're steadily being influenced thinking that we're not, but we really are. We really are. We are. We are. We are. Like, I challenge you to like really just pay attention. One, just notice all of the things that are fighting for our attention. All of them. All of them. You know, all the social media, all of the emails and video games, TV shows, news, you know, man, all this stuff, and then try to pay attention even to yourself and just kind of think about, even for example, maybe sometimes when you pop up and start craving some sort of something, you know, it could have been because you saw something without even noticing it. Maybe you rode up a street, if you live by a street kind of like mine, that has like 10 to 15 fast food restaurants on it, or somewhere around there, and then next thing you know, you didn't realize that you saw a picture of something that made you start craving something, you know. But the main thing I'm saying is we got to be intentional about whatever it is that we want out of life. We got to be intentional about getting our health in check, and like really, with getting our health in check, really choosing what we expose ourselves to make sure we stay on that path. Because if we don't, then we're probably going to go a path that somebody else, wants us to take. Because that mind, our minds are very impressionable. It's like the more I think about it, the more I realize we're a lot more impressionable than we think. We really are. So like what you and I have to do is understand that even as we're impressionable, we also have the ability to be self-controlled. Like you can have a craving and not just kind of like give in to the craving, because you have an autonomous part of yourself, like the real you that kind of controls what you do, that makes decisions and stuff. And so that part of us really has to like step in and make decisions, make decisions that are going to lead us toward health and wholeness and all that kind of stuff. Otherwise, we're just going to go the direction that somebody else wants us to go in. We're going to buy the foods, the junk foods that people want us to buy all the time. And we're just going to be, we're not going to get the outcomes that we want, because we're not being intentional, but someone else is kind of, or some other entities are influencing our minds, directing where we go. And then we don't really get what we want or what we desire. We're not healthy, So anyway, just some food for thought, just some food for thought. These are kind of things I'll be thinking about, here and there. So hopefully this maybe impacts somebody, makes you think about being intentional about what you expose yourself to. Y'all have a good one.
As we get older, it becomes increasingly important to maintain and build muscle. Muscle helps you burn fat, stay mobile, and can contribute to longevity. However, many people have no idea how to work out to build muscle. My mini workout series on Patreon provides you with my body weight mini workout video library. These workouts use little to no equipment, which means that you can do them in the privacy of your own home. They start at beginner level and progress from there to ensure you continue to see results. Every workout is a full body workout, hitting chest, back, legs, and glutes, as well as other muscles in between. Become a patron today and receive access to my series of mini workouts, plus access to a digital copy of my book, 8 Weeks to Transform Your Diet and Your Health. By combining the workouts with healthy diet changes, as outlined in my book, you'll definitely be on your way to weight loss, improved health, and visible results. Join me at patreon.com/SeanB2B Fitness today.